Morning.
Hi. How are you?
Right. I can't remember. We haven't been in Cape Town for long, but somebody told us about the new boat being launched with the orange house. Is it this one?
Only be one.
In South Africa, that's how the orange hull ever.
There's no monohull. It's been launched today with like some.
What's a monohull?
Who sells a one?
Oh, those things from
Yeah, okay.
20 years ago.
Doesn't look like a blackhead.
Cabin crew, please take your seats to take off.
Welcome to our channel and our trip to the Cape Town International Boat Show.
He's Fernando.
And that's Marlies.
The main purpose of our trip was to learn about yachts, boats, how they work, and their equipment.
As we live inland, about 600 kilometers away from the closest ocean, we need to undertake such trips to physically see boats and what we think we are after.
So we can't even call this a review, besides that there are enough reviews on many boats out there.
This is rather our journey of learning about boats and seeing firsthand what exactly is involved with our newly found passion.
This explains why certain items might not have been filmed and highlighted properly.
So please comment and give feedback and tell us what you would like us to show next time we get such an opportunity. Show us the error of our ways.
So please enjoy our journey.
Where are you from?
We're from Joburg.
Yeah.
We have plans in our future
Yeah.
to buy a cat,
Yes.
probably a cat.
Yeah.
We're not against the idea of buying a monohull,
Yeah.
but we preferably a cat.
Yeah.
So we came down specifically for the boat show. Just come have a look around here.
Okay. Well, you're welcome to have a look.
Yes.
around.
Would somebody like to show me around?
Yeah.
I'm going to film, eh?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm Alan Knight, the owner of Scape Yachts.
Okay.
We've built and designed and developed this boat with the owner, Brad Racing.
Okay.
It's a brand new design. What we've done, we've had an existing hull designed by Alex Simonis.
Okay.
And this is the new
I've heard
version
that name
of-
before, yeah.
Yeah, he's a very famous designer. He's got more Catamarans on the water than any other designer in the world.
Okay.
He designed the Robertson Canes, and we've been working with him for 17 years.
Okay.
So this boat, as you can see, it's an open boat. It's designed for fast sailing. It's what we call a Scape 40 Sport.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's got all the accommodation and the sort of necessities you need for either ocean crossings or living weekends, or even doing a month or two in the islands.
And that's something else. I don't want the crew. I want a yacht that we can single-handed sail.
Well, this one, okay, so this is
Yes.
the story here.
I'm out of here.
So this one is made for single-handed sailing.
Okay.
So all the controls come back here. So what
Okay.
we've got is the main sheet runs along the boom, goes under the mast beam, comes up into this console, and it's all your controls, your jib sheets, your jib traveller, your main traveller, and your main sheets are all here. Your spinnakers are also at the back here, and all your controls are here. So this boat for single-handed sailing.
The winches are electric, manual?
Manual. You
Okay.
can have it. You can have
Huh?
electric.
You can-
Yeah,
yeah.
that's just an option there. Obviously a little bit more
I
expensive.
need to exercise some, okay.
Okay, so this boat is designed for sailing. So on the port cabin over here,
Sorry, before we go there, the top here, can we close this? Can this be closed?
all of this, these are all drop-down awnings over here.
And
on
on
this
top?
middle section over here, we've got a canopy awning for that as well.
So it's an awning, okay.
Yeah.
You couldn't put something that's a bit harder on there?
You could do a hard top. These boats are semi-customized, so we could build like that if we wanted to as well.
Maybe a hard top that sort of slides into, okay.
We've got other designs where we've got more of an enclosed boat, but as I said, the emphasis on this boat is a sport boat. What's nice about this compared to the other catamarans, we call them condo cats. It's a nice condominium.
Yes, that's right.
And
Yes.
they're very, very comfortable inside with air conditioning and stuff, but we want to go, we want to be outside and enjoying the outdoor
Yeah.
life. We've got a very good view of all our sails. This boat's made for sailing. We've got curved dagger boards, we've got very good sails, a big fathead mainsail, a very good racing jib, we've got code zeros, asymmetrics, so it's designed for sailing. We go twice the speed of the other catamarans.
We're going to see. There we go. Now we're going on this into the hull. This is the port hull.
Portal. Okay, what you've got in, you've got nav station, all set up in here, your chart table, pull out nav seat, obviously it's all integrated, monitoring station, your Vectron for all your lithium batteries,
Okay.
right to your black water tanks, everything is controlled from the side of here. Your TV is not just a TV for watching your videos when you're out on an island and you've got nothing to do or in the rainy weather. You're able to transfer everything on your FFD onto the screen over here. So you can actually have all your charts and that running on here, duplicated off there, and this here turns into a seabed.
So this is your day bed. Or
This is the day bed, yeah. This will come
Ah, there you go.
okay, and then this comes out here, and then that gets popped into it, and it forms a day bed there.
Okay.
Or a seabed, you know, not a day bed, it's actually
A seabed, that's right.
Your day bed is actually outside. That outside table
Yes.
will drop down and form a huge big double bed. And then what you do is you throw your cushions on that side,
Yes.
and you've got the TV running. You can watch videos from up there into here through the gullwings. So when you're out sailing and you're doing long distance, you'll turn this into the seabed, your cabin here instead of in the cabin, and you'll be able to keep tabs on what's happening here. The whole boat we can actually control off my Garmin watch. I can sit over here and I can actually change and run the auto harm and everything off here. I can steer the boat with the watch. I can be sitting on the top and steer the boat into mooring. Double cabin on the back end on both sides. All LED lighting throughout. You've got underlighting. The motors, where you're standing at the moment, your engines are placed in the center. We went for 29 because we live in Durban and we've got very little port to run into. So if we're racing to Mozambique and you want to get back in time,
Catamaran motors.
Yanmar
29.
Yanmar are renowned for their reliability.
Reliability and speeds around the board and that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And also running with the 29s against the 21s, they come with bigger alternators. And now I'm running 125 amp alternators against 75s.
Okay.
So now I've got 2 of those alternators feeding into the system as well. So when I am running the motor for hot water and so forth, you know, I'm charging batteries big time in half an hour against running for an hour. So the alternators also help.
Your lithium batteries, how big are they?
Lithium, we've got 400 and I think 480. We've got 480 amps.
Amp hours.
Amp hours, yeah.
Okay. That's
But
quite
you
a
must
bit.
remember that's equivalent to
I know.
the AG. You got to go 800 on the normal batteries to be able to get the
Yeah,
same.
that's, yeah, correct, quite correct.
For a very
balance.
Well, that's it. And the water tanks are at the back. And the reason why we did that is so that you can actually balance the boat. With the engines on the back, it becomes static weight. So you're always going to have the weight, you can never change it. But with the tanks and the diesel tanks at the back there, you've got 400 litres of water and 400 of diesel. You're able then to empty your tanks when you're day racing or wanting to race.
So how many cabins is this?
You've got 2 cabins in the back. We don't have a throughput into those cabins at the front. Those cabins we use as storage because we want to keep the weight back off them because it's a fast boat. But the beauty about it, that crash bulkhead over there, you could break this whole boat off at that nose, right up to that point, and this boat will take you home. You hit a container or you hit something, you hit a whale, you can break the whole nose off.
Yes.
Both noses off right up to that. You've actually got 3 bulkheads. Totally integrated. It's not like we've cut holes into them.
Yeah.
And you've got a normal catch. You actually got cabins that run through there.
That's right.
Now that
That's
you
right.
can use this as a cabin.
Yes.
They are made for
We're
single
separate.
berth. But you've got to get in from the front. So we don't want the weight up front. So we're only going to have 4 people on the boat. And if you can sleep on the boat, that becomes another berth. So you can have 6 people inside. If you look at the heads over here, this has got a full head with a shower in here. Right? On the other side, you've got a shorter, your shower is a wet head shower. So you have got 2 showers, but we've got a full closed-in bulkhead there. The shower's inside here.
Oh, okay.
The cubicle becomes a shower. But on the other side, the door is over there. So it becomes a wet head shower. So your
Okay.
head and your shower are all in one with the drainage in the bottom.
So there's your shower, so that comes out.
Okay, this pulls out and it
Yes.
hooks up into the cradle. So you're using the same faucet. Thanks, Andy. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's Cape Town. That's fine, eh? It's fun. Sorry, it's full of.
We don't have gas on the boat. You'll see we've got
Induction, yes, I love that.
alcohol burning oven, drawer fridge. You've got 220 as well, and you've got an inverter, so you're able to convert everything to 220. So if you want to run a coffee machine, induction is obviously running off 220, but it cooks very quickly. So you can cook water on this, run it into the hot pot for the day. It lasts. I mean, the hot pot lasts you for the whole day, night. You know.
You got a double sink, a lot of people like that.
What, the double sink?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The reason why you'll do it is because you're rinsing and washing. The water's always limited.
Yes.
So you never want to contaminate water and keep on running water. So what you're doing is you're filling up with water, cleaning, and then rinsing. So you're transferring. And also, you know, you're moving on a moving boat. Although it's a cat, you've still got stuff moving,
Yeah.
you're throwing stuff in, and then you've got someone inside here. There should be a drain thing. So what you'll do is you'll take your drainer and you'll just run your drainer across the top. So all your plates and everything run across your drainer, And that's how you'll keep
Very
it.
nice.
Your plates
Yeah.
on inside, obviously on the big side. And that's where you leave the plates to fry. So you see this one here has got a smaller head.
Yes.
Okay, because that there's obviously the master cabin that you use. Like
Ah,
that.
okay.
There's two of us sailing.
Okay.
So me and the missus will be on that. But if you've got people, then at least you've got a head to be utilised at night mainly. You know, because you can't now walk over to that other side because it's an open deck boat. So we had to have the extra head. Otherwise, I would always only have one head and shower on a boat.
Hang on, let me just. Okay, that's the.
That's the deep freeze.
Well, thanks.
So you make ice and all the rest of it.
Comments from my life.
And then you've got a big
Okay.
draw fridge on the other side.
Okay. So you said your e-poop is on the other side.
On the other side, like here, but it's mounted up against the
Where's your life raft?
life raft is a soft bag. You can have it mounted in the back beam.
Yes, a
But
lot of
the
guys
problem-
like it on the back. Huh?
Yeah, but the problem to get there is just as much of a hassle. So we've just got it in a lazarette. Because you must remember, in actual fact, a life raft on a cat is almost a non-entity.
You're going to get a lot of flack for that. A lot of the guys that are looking at buying boats, another one big channel, they look at that. If something happens, to run to the front might be more difficult than what it is just to jump off the back and grab the life raft.
But not just that, you're never going to need the life raft on a cat. A cat does not go down. You're better off, this will be a better life
Yes.
raft than the life raft. That's what I'm trying to say. But by law, you have to have a life
And you
raft.
never know what happens. You never know what happens.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
put it this way, this is an epoxy board. So first of all, this boat can't sink.
Yeah.
So in other words, the material itself floats.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's a fiberglass boat, it's an epoxy foam boat.
Okay.
So, and there's no wood in it, so the boat will float, and it goes up onto its roof, that's where it'll stay.
Okay, so you say there's no, so the whole boat, the whole thickness of that is an epoxy.
No, that's foam epoxy.
Ah, foam, a
Yeah.
foam core, it's foam core.
Foam core.
It's the whole boat
The
foam core.
whole boat is foam core. That's
Okay.
why it's so light.
Okay.
And it's epoxy. It's not just a resin. It's a not a poly vinyl. It's a
Vacuum, what do you got?
vacuum bag.
Okay, yeah.
So it's got a minuscule amount of actual resin that's inside
Yes.
it before it's
Okay.
that's why she's so light and that's why she's so stiff. And it makes a strong boat. That's a much more expensive than a fiberglass boat, well, quite a lot more. But put it this way, the next ultimate would be a carbon boat. But even a carbon boat then becomes noisy. This is not as noisy as a boat. And that's
Yes.
why, and your insulation, believe it or not, if you sleep on this boat in heat, it's cool. You get into it in cold water and it's warm because of the insulation of the
Okay.
foam. It's an integral makeup of the boat.
It's a whole different concept.
Absolutely.
It's a whole different
And it's not
concept.
because of that you built out of it. That just happened to be a bonus.
I don't know if my wife used to like the idea of not being able to walk on there, having to come over here. We're both big people.
Put it this way, you walk over here. The beauty
Yeah.
about it, if you've got to walk on another boat to get to the foredeck, you've got to walk on the outside of the
Yeah,
boat.
that's right.
This here, you're coming straight through the center, you're handling all your sails in the center. This is a self-tacking jib, it's all in the center. I've gone with, you can go with the roller quill, then you won't need it, you can work everything from the back. I've gone with a hang con because we want to actually be faster and run a point higher, and we want to have battened canoas, which actually make a better sail.
Where's your dagger board?
Dagger board's at the side. That's
Oh,
the
okay.
beauty of the boat, you don't even see it. There you go, if you look on that's the casing over there. And if you look through the window, you'll see the cradle.
Oh!
And those get controlled to the back of the line, to the back.
Okay.
To the back,
Okay.
And control it on the back, and strap it on the back. Now, if you're going cruising and you're not a racer, you can go with keel version. Now, the keel version means you can dry the boat out.
Yes.
On the hard, but she doesn't point again, and she's not going to be as fast as. So she does compromise a bit of speed, but you do have the option of then drying it out. You can trim this main sail and your sails second to none. But you can't do that on most cats. You're battered. You've got to end up with windows, or you've got to be going to the outside of the boat.
So as mentioned, we are very new to this, so I did mess up where I should have been filming. I just sat still listening to what Alan was saying. So not to miss out on what Alan was saying with info about the boat, I filled where the camera stood still with other pieces of video of the same boat. The info from Alan is absolutely brilliant, it's complete. There are some funny moments at the end, so please watch all the way to the end. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers.
Yeah, as I say, inside we've got.
And she sails like a monohull. She'll point.
Oh, she points it like incredibly high, like 35 degrees to the wind. Then 11 and a half, 12 knots up into wind, which is the same as some of the racing monohulls.
Okay, I know nothing about sailing yet. You can say I know zero,
Yeah.
but I've heard that gentlemen don't sail upwind in any case.
Well, there are going to be times you're going to have
Okay.
to, and that's the beauty
You
of
see,
it.
the other
Downwind
cats
you're gonna-
can't. We can.
Okay, I like the idea. So I'm not dissing it. I'm not saying I would like it closed stop completely. I like the idea you can open it up, but also the idea that should you want to close it up, yes.
Well, you should have a look at our other model because our other model is then more suited to that kind of design. where it's got an enclosed cockpit and cabin. It also opens up, not as much as this boat. Obviously as well, it's a little bit heavier, so on all these cats especially, there's always a compromise. So if you want speed, you're going to compromise something, and that's how it goes with all.
So if this is fast, it's been narrow hulls?
Yes, it's
Small-
got
small-
piercing narrow hulls. It's got curved dagger boards, which are C-shaped foils.
Okay.
So they provide lift.
Okay.
So there's no better cat time that can keep up with us sailing.
Okay.
One of the quickest boats around.
So very low windage as well because of the way it is.
Yeah.
And you can, that's why with the pods like we've got on either hull now, your whole windage is actually brought down. The boom is actually down by at least 700, so it's over half a meter that it's actually lower than the other cats. So your centre of gravity within the sail is brought down lower, which puts it down lower on the thing. So you've got a lot more sail area, you've got a square top main on here.
Yeah, it's got very racy sails, and then I said, look, it's got two cockpits. So we've got the forward cockpit.
Yeah.
This table lowers down and forms a massive big day bunk as well. So we've got huge trampolines up the front, the shade cloth above it. We've got these gull wing windows. So what we've tried to do on the boat as well is get this indoor-outdoor theme going, where the people inside don't feel like they're isolated from the people outside. So we're trying to make it a very social boat.
Well, you can even utilize the galley from outside.
Yeah.
So when you're out there and standing outside and you've got stuff on the galley, and now there's no gas on this boat. You've got induction 2-plate, you've got a freezer, you've got a drawer fridge.
Solar panels?
You've got 600 watt solar panel on top of the
On each side, 600, 600.
No, 600 in total. We've
Okay.
got 6 flexible panels which you can walk on.
Okay.
And then also we've got the
batteries.
lithium ion batteries. We've got 220 volt. We've got TVs on board. We've got sound systems. We've got stoves, electric stoves.
So that's a race boat. You've got the
all
luxury of.
comforts,
You, like you said, there's always compromises when it comes to these things. You want one thing, you compromise on something else.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's,
Well, as a balance, I mean, this really works for people that sail. And,
Yes.
and even if you haven't sailed yet, when you get into sailing, you'll pick up on it very, very quickly. I mean, and it's a lot of it is logical stuff. I mean, you've got to ask yourself where the market went to and why catamarans are designed like they're designed at the moment. And we're not trying to diss catamarans that are out there, but they're designed for the charter market. So what happens, people who don't really sail, they get into the Mediterranean and they want fancy cabins and they want washing
correct,
machines,
yes.
and it makes bad sailing. So it's like a big caravan. You might as well be living in a house. Now this is a proper, you would ocean cross with this, you would race with this, you'd go into the wind, you'll go to weather with this, that's the difference. So it is a proper sailing boat. And then from there we've added on. So our priority was have a proper sailing boat and then add on the creature comforts that those boats offer.
Okay.
Now the idea of having a huge cabin over here with a big sliding door here, and you've got seating arrangement that side that you close off and you don't use when it's sunny because you're out here. And you've got a small section here. You don't even have that in a flat. Outside, why on earth would you want 2 lounge setups divided by a sliding door?
Yeah.
You know, so that logic is brought about through the charter market. So because
It's not
price-wise,
cheap. It's not cheap to buy a cat. You're looking $1 million plus to buy a brand new cat.
then you must come speak because we've actually managed to bring this thing at a
very reasonable
under
price,
that.
yeah.
What is under that?
So
You'll bring it in under half of that.
that's, yeah.
$500,000?
No, less. $400,000 you're going to get a
The base.
Watermaker?
Yeah.
Watermaker's going to add on. I haven't added one on here yet. Reason being is that when we go cruising, then I will. In 2 years' time, I'll add on because that's an upkeep, and you got to keep those things running.
Yeah,
The
that's
minute
right,
you leave it standing,
Yes.
it actually becomes a liability more than anything else. So
Yes.
while you're on a jetty and it's where you are, you can actually always just add on water. We've got 400 liters of tankage.
Okay.
You've got black water tanks, you've got hot and cold water showers, you've got outdoor showers, you've got everything that opens and shuts. Although
Okay.
it doesn't look like it and it looks very basic, it's everything you need here.
I like the open plan. I like the openness. I really do. I really do. Okay.
But not just that, from a sailing point of view, when you stand behind that helm, if you stand there, get onto any other catamaran and look at the corners, you've got to bring this thing and it's like bringing in a monohull.
That's so maneuverable. It's unbelievable.
You can see every single corner of this boat to bring it into a mooring or sail it anywhere. That's the beauty of it. It becomes part of you. You're not disengaged from it.
Plus, we got all the I mean, it's got a state-of-the-art instruments. It's got the top-of-the-range Ray Marine with radars. Everything's integrated. Fish finders, that's under everything.
I like the way it's closed off. Because I mean, from the shower.
Absolutely. If you want to hit a dump as well, we'll close the door for you.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I might take you up and over later on.
Most of the time, the men are over the side in any case, especially when you're sailing. Very seldom do you use it. Although we have got black water tanks on the other side of this.
Because some ringers insist on that.
Exactly.
Yes, £400,000. I mean, if you look at the size of that, we haven't been there.
Well, let's go. Let's spend the next week there.
Where do you think you're
On your credit card. And you'll be on YouTube, I promise you.